Good morning, beautiful people, and happy Friday. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Miles of Horror, the only channel that's going to make you scream. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Hope you're having a wonderful morning. It is ass crack of dawn here at 6:22 a.m. I'm just having my coffee, so excuse me if I'm not fully awake yet. I'm getting there. So give me a minute to wake up. But you guys know I love spending my mornings with you. There's nothing more I love than coming on here first thing in the morning, popping on for a video before work. It gets my day started the right way. So thank you guys for hanging out. If you like what you see, be sure to hit that like button. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you guys for all the engagement on my Goosebumps video and my recent videos. Getting a lot of love lately, so I appreciate that. And I guess it's really I guess because of you guys, but the more likes I'm finding is a big reason why these videos get more engagement, and the more likes these things get, it gets shared into your algorithm. So please hit that like button. It means the world to me. I would appreciate it and all that good stuff. So yeah, let's get right into it, guys. First of all, or before we get into it, my beard is getting just out of control. It's out of control, but I think I love it. I'm gonna let it. I'm gonna keep it. Just let it go and just see what happens. It's just getting like froofy. I need to get it like touched up. Hit me up in the comments if you like the beard. Anyway, so I just wanted to come on here. It's gonna be off the cuff, quick video, because I have so much going on this week in the world of horror movies, and so many gets this week. And sometimes I don't even realize how much I get in a week, and it's a little, it's a little scary to think about. But you like what you like, right? So I got so many things in the mail this week: VHS, Blu-ray, 4K. And I wanted to share with you guys what I got because I'm super jazzed about all of them, and some Grail Piece tapes, some Grail Piece Blu-rays. So I was going to come on for a quick few minutes and share with you. And if you could see, if you can't see it, because I don't want to give anything away, but the stack of tapes here I have is massive. Like I picked up a lot of like 13 tapes from a dude. A couple Grail Piece tapes. But anyway, let's get right into it. First of all, I'm gonna kind of go back and forth between like the tapes and the Blu-rays and stuff, but big time get yesterday in the mail. And if you were following me over on at Miles of Horror on Instagram, you know that this was delivered, and that is none other than the masterpiece, my favorite movie of the year, and a movie that has inserted itself quite dominantly into my top 10 favorite movies of all time, and that is The Substance. Okay, movies. The first release of this movie from Mubi, and it's a 4K, and pretty nifty little slip there. I like the artwork that they use. The slip itself is kind of shitty, but that's what you're gonna get with a company like Mubi, who doesn't necessarily like specialize in the physical media game. But listen, just having this on disc, I was like, I want this as soon as humanly possible, because I would have rented it for $20 anyway. So I was like, I'm just gonna buy it for 35 or whatever, and just have it. I have the 4K, and this is a movie that I will undoubtedly upgrade the packaging for, because I love it so much. So yes, I have the 4K disc, and that's perfect. But I will upgrade this if a company like Second Sight, who knows, gets a hold of it, or even Umbrella. It feels like an Umbrella release to me. I'll grab that, because I want this movie. I want uh I want the definitive version of this edition. It's just a movie I love and adore. So anyway, Substance 4K, I'll be watching that this weekend for sure. I wanted to watch it last night, guys, but I was so fucking tired. I passed right out. So I didn't watch it. And it's not a movie I want to like start and then not finish. All right. Anyway, so The Substance 4K. Next up, heading over to some tapes. I picked up a movie that I already watched this week that I had never seen before, and it's called The Granny. Okay, mid-90s, 1995 horror. Now I did a video on, or I want to do a video on Granny horror. I think that'd be fun. I did a video on doll horror, but This movie was, like, perfect. I loved every second of it, and, like, I remember this tape from the tape store, so it was really cool to kinda add this one. So shout out Corey Courtney is the dude that I got it from on Facebook, on one of the VHS pages. But the granny, like, and this is like the cover art is just perfect, and it's like this is raunchy and wild, and it was just a romping good time. It was very 90s, and I loved it, guys. And that's one of the things I've been loving about VHS is like you get movies like this, like the granny. Now I'm not saying this can't get a release sometime, probably will at some point. But like the granny, like they were just pumping out these movies in the 90s that are like so niche, and like studios were like, yeah, let's do it. Let's make a movie called The Granny. Now it's starting to kind of like circle back a little bit, but for the last like 25 years, it hasn't been the case. Studios just don't want to take a chance on these niche titles. The other thing is this. I was talking to someone on my YouTube in the comments, and they were talking about how the reason why VHS is so fun, and the reason why those covers were so coveted and so great is because that's all we had, right? Like studios were putting out these they had to sell you on the cover because that's all they had to go on. Right? There wasn't streaming. You couldn't like do that. You couldn't really you could watch the trail. You couldn't really watch the trailer anywhere. So it was really just the VHS cover, right? That was it. So, like, you had to kind of, um, like, win people over just based on the cover art. So, oftentimes, the cover art wouldn't even be anything about the movie, and that's what makes VHS so special. I mean, it sounds a little crazy when you like that, but, it's because that's what makes the VHS cover art so special is because that's all you had really. So the studios are really putting in the effort with those covers, and so you get the extra effort in the packaging, which doesn't matter to most. It matters to me. So again, that's where my channel I think differs from a lot of other channels is that most people are fed up with the packaging and all that. I am a collector, all right, and the movie is first and foremost always, but the collector in me, um, it always is concerned about the packaging and the art, and I really appreciate and value that stuff. So anyway, so let's keep going here. So the granny. Next up, we got a movie called Grotesque. Okay. And you can see it's the awesome cover on that. This is kind of a blind buy for me, but it's a Linda Blair movie from 1987. It's a media edition, and I got a pretty good deal on it. And I was picking up another tape from this dude anyway, so I was like, you know what? Um, I'll just grab it. Just beautiful cover and great, awesome fonts on the side. Now, one thing I do appreciate about these claim sales, and if you're not familiar, a claim sale is basically when a VHS seller will go on Instagram or Facebook, and they'll just start listing tapes and comment, and you can just kind of like claim them, and the first come first serve. I'm noticing that it's really helpful to buy more than one tape because you're saving on shipping. And like it's way better going that route than like on eBay, because eBay you have to pay an extra ridiculous amount per on shipping and fees. So it's like claim sales, you're not paying the fees on anything, and you're getting like combined shipping. So anytime you can get like a lot or multiple tapes from one person on a claim sale, that's really the best bang for your buck. You're saving a lot of money on tapes. But anyway, so then I got a movie called Clown House. I'm gonna put these here for a second. Hopefully, you don't see it. A movie called Clown House. Now, this tape is a little beat up. um, not even the cover. The cover's pristine, but there's a sticker here. Now, I tried to get the sticker off. I tried my hand at it for the first time, and it didn't work so well. This sticker was really on there. Now, sometimes you could take like a razor and kind of get it off. This was not coming off. I wonder if I use like Goo Gone on it. Maybe that'll work. But this sticker was just not coming off. It was not having it. Sometimes it just happens. And so I didn't want to risk anything, so I just kind of left it. Bummer. But anyway, this looks pretty wild. Clown House. It's like a kid starts getting like you never really know who they really are. Psychological thriller, circus of chills turns a young boy's nightmares into a terrifying reality. This kid, as long as he can remember, young Casey has been terrified by clowns. I'm all for it, guys. Looks pretty freaky. Next up, we got a movie called Evil Clutch. I saw another dude pick this up too, but I was sold on the trailer and the cover art. And then look at this still on the back, like this is what I mean, guys. Like, look at that creature there. Like, I'm all for it. Like, and you get movies like this on VHS, man. It's like it's just super cool. Then you have The Club. Okay, I believe Nev Campbell's in this. It's the senior prom, a night when wishes and dreams come true. However, some students learn that there's a dark side to every dream. For 6 prom goers, the evening turned into a carnival of horrors as each student experiences the terrifying reality of the hidden fears which plague upon his soul. For John, the evening is all part of a devilish plan to initiate his peers into his special club, a club where the membership dues can be fatal. Now, this was a 1994 kind of slashery type vibe. I think Nev Campbell's in this, if I'm not mistaken. The Club. Beware what you wish for. It's cool. There's like a little watermark here. Pay-per-view 80-day holdback. It's kind of cool. And another thing I'm finding about VHS is like some of the stickers are pretty cool. Like I didn't like them at first, but I kind of like them now. Some of them, like the horror sticker is pretty cool. Anyway, let's go back to Blu-ray for a second, because there's just so much here. And a movie that I am so excited about. People ask me all the time, like, what movie actually genuinely scares you? And recently, The Hell House LLC really scared me. That movie was wild. But typically, my number one answer is this movie, Creep. Okay, with Mark Duplass is a second sight limited edition run, which I believe is already sold out. So I'm very glad I got mine because I love this movie. And it's just one of those movies that's like so unnerving and it feels so real, and that's the kind of shit that scares me, not like the supernatural, the sci-fi, or the fictional. It's the real things like The Stranger. That movie scared the shit out of me. So Creep, Mark Duplass, limited second sight, really excited about that. um let's keep going here. I got a movie called Mutant Man, VHS. I knew nothing about it, blind buy, but it looks kind of fun. Again, another reason that I love VHS. You have things like Mutant Man. A movie called The Dark. Again, like just look at the cover art. It just looks fun. And I can appreciate just sitting down to watch like a movie on VHS. I don't know what it is. Like I'm more tolerant of things on VHS than I am with Blu-ray. Does that make sense? Like I don't mind sitting down to watch a like shitty ass movie. I mean, I like shitty ass movies on Blu-ray too, but like there's something more tolerable about watching it on VHS. It's like the expectation going in is bad, I guess. I don't know. Um anyway, then I got Rabid Grannies. Okay. Again, this was my favorite watch of 2023. Vinegar Syndrome did a 4K of this, and it's a one of my favorite releases of that year. And so I just because I enjoy this movie so much, I really wanted to get the VHS, just classic Troma artwork on there. Again, Granny horror, guys, the thing. So Rabbit Granny is awesome movie, like truly awesome. People like say this is like so bad good. I think it's like so good. I absolutely adore that movie. The gore is fantastic. The grannies are just awesome. Like maybe it's the time period I grew up in that makes me just appreciate granny horror. But I think grannies are fucking scary. Like I love my granny, but I'm just saying my nanny. But I think the idea of like a granny horror movie is just awesome. Anyway, next up, Annalise Meat Pies. Okay, love this movie. I have the Vinegar Syndrome Blu-ray, and I had a chance to get it on VHS, and it's just awesome cover art. And so I grabbed it. Again, it's one of those claim sales where I was like, you know what, I'm gonna buy more together, save money on shipping and fees. So Annalise Meat Pies. If you haven't seen that one, excellent movie. Really fun. Next up, you have a movie called Skeeter. Okay, I'm guessing it's mosquito horror. I watched the trailer; it looked really bad and really fun at the same time. In that like full moon vein, kind of. Um, All right, then we have a couple full moon titles. We have Horror Vision and Sideshow separate up. I am working to get as many full moon titles as I possibly can. That was one of my early goals for this VHS journey. Is to collect as much full moon as I can, and so those I got also in that clean sale and super cheap. So I'm excited for that. Next, we have a fantastic, fantastic movie, The Suckling. Okay, if you have not seen this, go check it out. Go check it out. Vinegar Syndrome did a standard Blu-ray, which I think might have just sold out, unfortunately. But this is an early release from them. It's been around for a while, and I absolutely love this movie. It's so fun, so good. Um, an aborted fetus that just grows into this monster that lives in the sewer, and it's just awesome. It's just so much fun. And this tape goes for big money, like $200, and I got it for like a third of that. So I jumped on it, and it's super clean, and I lucked out. So thank you, Corey, for this. But yeah, I mean, I love this movie. That cover art is just iconic. It's just awesome. So The Suckling. All right, next up, I got a movie called Severed Ties. I didn't know much about Science Out of Control, Hard Out on a Limb. The trailer looked pretty fun. Severed Ties, cool, like red vibe. And then I got Pumpkinhead 1 and 2. I got these, dude. I got these for $20 shipped. So like here's the thing about like tapes sometimes. Like these aren't expensive tapes, but like I spend $20 like on a burrito. You know, like sometimes I'll like go to like sometimes I'll go to like a convention and I always spend more at a convention like on stupid shit because I'm just so excited to be there. But like at the end of the day, like this is $20. Like I don't even for two like awesome tapes like this. I'll go to the thrift store and spend $20 on like nothing. It's like sometimes you don't even realize how like cheap these things can be. But like a franchise like Pumpkinhead to get both 1 and 2 for $20, that was a steal, absolute steal. Um, and again, Pumpkinhead, I love Pumpkinhead. I've actually never seen the second one. Um, but I love Pumpkinhead, but it's also one of those movies that like it's like a Leprechaun or a Child's Play that just like it is the heart of the 90s for me. I think it might have came out in the late 80s. Um it came out in 88, but like to me, this is like the heart of the 90s because I just this is Pumpkinhead was one of those titles and one of those boxes that like in the tape store, it's like I'm not supposed to be seeing that flying. And I remember that vividly. So I'm very glad I added those. And last but not least, another movie I am so stoked to add to my collection. A movie I don't own in any capacity. One of my favorite movies from when I was a kid. I watched it over and over and over and over and over. And I truly mean that. So to have this movie not just on disc, but in 4K in a limited edition is just fantastic. And that is Sylvester Stallone, Wesley Snipes, Sandra Bullock, Demolition Man. And I am so excited for this. I know people are like raving about this release. I can't tell you enough how excited I am. I like I adored this movie as a kid. Like it's not necessarily horror, but it's just a movie that I watched again over and over. Like this is right in my wheelhouse, guys. What year did this come out? Let me just see real quick. Um, let's see if it lists it somewhere. 93. So like this time period, 93, 94, 95. Like there's something about like I was 7, 8, 9, like, when you're a kid and you are starting to learn what you like and you're starting to see things that you enjoy, and, like, Demolition Man was right in that wheelhouse. Like, I saw this movie I probably saw it when I was, like, 10 maybe or 11, and it's like, those memories really stick with you, and Demolition Man is as much a part of that era for me as anything else. So, I can't wait to watch it. I'm so excited for Demolition Man. So anyway, giant stack of movies. It never stops over here. The collecting is always going on. So much happening. Hit me up in the comments, guys, if there's anything you saw that you like, anything you saw you have in your collection, but so much goodness here. So many great movies. I have so much to watch. And honestly, there's probably more I forgot that I got this week. There's just an influx of movies always coming in. It's a curse and a gift at the same time. So appreciate you guys hanging out. Be sure to hit that like button if you like what you see. And please subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll catch y'all guys on the flip. I got more videos coming out this weekend. Just keep pumping them out. Appreciate the love. I'll catch y'all later.